Hello! Today we're going to make potato leek soup in honor of St. Patrick's Day. This is a little bit early, but you'll be on spring break that week, so I thought let's get started early. So what we're going to begin with are about 3 potatoes, 2 leeks, a stalk of celery, a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme, 1/2 teaspoon of salt with a dash of pepper, 4 cups of veggie broth, and a 1/2 cup of heavy cream, and that's optional. What I decided to do today, I think the most important thing with making potato leek soup is learning how to clean the leeks. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start, here's a leek. And this one, you're going to cut off. You never use the green part. It's bitter. Get rid of it. Just throw it aside. You can put it in your compost. I just pulled off the outer leaf like you would do an onion. And then you're going to cut off. You can see that that's the root end. Cut that off. That goes into the compost too. This is the easiest way to clean a leek for potato leek soup. Just split the leek right down the center. And why it's so important is because I'm going to show you right now, leeks have a lot of dirt in them, a lot of dirt, which is great. You know, it's grown in the ground, so that's a good thing. But you don't want that grit. So you're going to take and just split each of these again. Whoop. And then what you want to do is just cut them into pretty small pieces. You're going to kind of go like this. And what's going to happen in your leek soup is this is all going to cook down, and you're going to blend it anyway. So, you know, bite size or not bite size, it doesn't really matter. You just want to get it to the point where it's small enough that you can just stir fry, you can boil it. So here we're going to put it right into the water. This is the way you clean a leek, and you work really hard. You just rub through there. Make sure that you get all that dirt out. Here's our leeks. You see what I have here is a bowl of water with a colander, and I put the leeks right in there, and then we're going to drain out and get them kind of nice and dry. And you can see there's some dirt in there and all the residue. That's what you want. You just want to make sure these things are clean. So once you get your leeks done, I'm just giving you an example, you put them in your pot, right into the pot. And to that, you're going to add your one celery. And I've got 2 here. Again, I'm just going to show you, you know, cut them into little pieces like that. I have 2 because they're very small. That gets added to the pot. And then you have the potato. Let me show you the potato. So, talking about potatoes, you definitely want to just kind of get a video of this if you would. Cut it in half, and then you're going to cut into a few pieces like so. And then make it easy on yourself. Just boom, 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 boom. And so you want to use what we call Yukon Golds. You don't want to use a russet unless that's all you have. The Yukon Gold is a little bit waxier, and the russet's going to kind of make a dry soup. So anyway, you're going to do this. You're going to get about 3 cups of these potatoes. You're going to put that in the pot as well. I like to add about 2 tablespoons of butter. Throw the butter right in there, okay? And then you're going to add about 4 cups of broth. And I'm using a veggie broth called Better Than Bouillon. This is what I always use at Moving Arts. I use this at home all the time too. This is my favorite bouillon. You can also sometimes find low sodium. So if you want to do that, that's great. But you're going to add 4 cups of liquid. So far we've got the potatoes, the leeks, the celery, and the 4 cups of liquid, boom, boom, in there. Then we put it on the stove, and you're going to let that simmer for about half an hour. And while it's simmering, stir it once in a while. Add your thyme, about a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme. And half an hour later, this is what you end up with. Let me get rid of this. And here's the soup all cooked. At this point, to make an authentic potato leek soup, you have to make it creamy. So you're going to blend it. Now you might use a Cuisinart, you might use a blender. Don't do it when it's really, really hot. I've let this cool down a little bit. I happen to have an immersion blender, which I love. It's going to make a little bit of noise, but I'll show you what you do. Just set your immersion blender in there. And what we want to do is cream this soup. We want it to get nice and creamy. So the potatoes, the leeks, the celery should all be very soft. That's why you cook it for about a half an hour. All the vegetables should be fork tender at that point. Wow, this is looking good. There you go. Now that's a creamy soup. And as I said, you can see how that's beautiful. You could do it in a blender if you don't have one of these immersion blenders. But at this point, an important part for a very authentic soup is the cream that comes in at the end. And this is half a cup of whipping cream, which just takes it to a whole new level. Now, if you don't want to use the cream, if you're lactose intolerant or you just don't want to use cream, you can skip that part and it's still going to be a delicious soup. But this is how you make an authentic potato leek soup. Whoa, check it out. And what you would do then is rewarm this. That's beautiful. Okay, and then for serving, let's get our little bowl here. It's nice and creamy. I'm just going to take a teeny bit. Beautiful texture. Look at that. I'm going to set that right there so you can see it. I'm going to just put a couple of chives on top just because it's beautiful. And then I'm going to take a taste. Maybe you would like a little bit of pepper, cracked pepper. Nice addition. And then let's give it a little taste and see. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. This soup comes out so elegant. I think you're going to you see how easy it was, but it's so impressive. And even better, it's absolutely delicious. So good luck with your potato leek soup and happy St. Patrick's Day.